Hello, I'm Liliana with the Craft Studio, Summer Beach and Holiday Decor, and today we are here because we're going to work on a beach swag. Now, before I get started, I have someone here that wants to say hello. She is used to being on my lives, so here she is.
Hi.
Hello. She misses being here because it's been a long time, and if you know me or if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen that she used to always be here, sitting here, and then she started getting cool and she's upstairs. And now she wants to be up here with us again. So before I get started, I actually restarted because I had a little bit of a coughing attack. It's okay. Alright, so before I get started, I'm going to show you what exactly we're going to work on. So it's a beach swag, and the swag is going to be made on this space. Okay? It's going to be made on this space. If you know me, I love anything that's a swag. If it's lantern swags, just swags, I love them all.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, right? I love swags. So this swag is a 24-inch pine base, and that's what we're gonna be working on. Okay. So when I saw the inspiration really for this wreath was this ribbon. I had bought this ribbon some time ago, and for some reason it just said beach to me, like classy beach. And hold on one second, babe. So being that it's just gonna be a blue wreath, I feel like when I see it, I feel inspired, and I feel like I see the beach when I see it. However, some people want to see a little bit more to give it that defining beach touch. Like, you may have a sign in it. And I usually not usually, but I do use signs in my wreaths and swags. Actually, not my swags. I do use signs in my wreaths, but not my swags. So then I figured, how can I make this a little bit more beach obvious, right? So I figured we could probably use the sand dollars. And that would be something that says beach without having a sign that says beach. Or like, welcome to the beach, or sandy toes and flip-flops and stuff like that. So it's like a pretty and elegant way of creating it. It's in my head. Let's see what we get, right? Let's see what we get. So I'm going to go through the materials. I already showed you first the swag that we have. Got that? Anyone help me as I show you? This is ribbon number 1 that I thought of. It's a denim. And it has I don't even know what to call it. There's like little squares printed on it. But you see how pretty they are? Okay, that's number 1. Put that back there, please. The second one is, and I don't know why I can't think of this, the stripe. Can't think of the name right now. And I have this like in every color, and I can't think of the way it's called right now. It's like a farmhouse stripe, right? Is that what it is? But look, even though it's a farmhouse stripe, it's still, because of the colors, still could be used for the beach, I think. So that's the next ribbon. I have a little bit left from another one, so we're going to use those. There you go. And then finally, I just have a plain cream colored 1.5-inch linen. Because I always feel like you need to have that extra little. I could add a 4th. I actually had a 4th and a 5th. But I felt like they were a little bit too blue after I had them. Yeah, they felt like they were more navy, and given the flowers that I have, I felt like your eye would go too much to the ribbon as opposed to the flowers, which are going to be spread out. So that's why I decided not to use them. So that's the other one. Thank you. I already talked to you about the sand dollars. I only have 2 of them, but I'll show you another idea that I have. So we have that. And the only reason I'm hesitating on those is because when you're working with design, odd numbers are best. So just to be able to balance out the design. So I only have 3. I actually have one. I have a few more that I use from my own personal. If you look up my tobacco basket that I had upstairs, I converted it to beach last year, and then it's back to spring. But I already used it, and it's in my personal stash. So I don't like to use my personal stuff with it. But it's just one, so who knows? Maybe I'll take it out now and I'll add it. But usually I like to have 3 of the items, so that way it's more balanced. So that's why I'm debating on that. Maybe I'll use them, maybe or not, but that will be like the defining factor. Now, the flowers. The flowers that we have, the first one is this ranunculus? See that ranunculus? And it's white. It's pretty. It has a little bit of plastic filler in it within it itself. It has like a baby's breath, like not a baby's breath, like an astable in it.
It's pretty.
A stilby,
too.
sorry, I always say astable. A stilby,
it's
see that?
pretty too.
It's very pretty. There we go. These, I don't know what they're called. I'm not going to lie. Let's see if it says here. These came from Michael's, but these just say bring. They don't say exactly what they are. I had cut them while I was thinking of another project, but I didn't use them. But see how pretty they are? And they are also white, but they're different. So these kind of have like a more of a hanging feel to them. So maybe we could use those as well. Be careful, you'll get pinched with that. It's okay, you put them down. It's okay. The next item is going to be this baby's breath.
Wow.
It's a filler.
It's
and
cute.
I love to use, yes it is. I love to use a baby's breath filler. This baby's breath in particular, I use it in every color. I actually also have it in an aqua. I think I have a little bit left of the aqua. I'm looking over. I use it in yellow like crazy. I use it in red. This is a blue one. The blue one is awesome. And if you find the aqua, it's gorgeous. So just this one, you could do so much with it. This is one that I love to use. So this one is a biggie for me. So we're going to use that as well. Now the base, you need greenery because it is a technically holiday Christmas base by being a pine, but we're going to cover it. We're going to try to hide as much as we can. Now I have this greenery, this filler. It is not an up and down. Wreath makers, if you follow me, if you know what I'm talking about. Up and down meaning that the different parts of it move up and down. It's not. However, and I love up and downs because I love to be able to manipulate them as much as I can to work. But this one, it's just a color. It was sprayed. It's not dusty, but it was used like white spray paint was brushed. It was brushed with like white spray paint, you could say, and it just looks beautiful because they like toned it down so much. And I don't even know. This might be able to be used for like winter, but I definitely see beach with this one. So that one is the other one. Definitely this one as a base. And if I feel like we're running low, I believe I may have like a few more. You know how we do. We overbuy. So I may have another one of these, but I definitely want to have this one spread out throughout the wreath. There you go. Thank you. And then finally, these are like the defining pieces. These are the ones that, and I don't have too many of them, but these are like the show stuff. These are like the attention getting piece, which are these dandelion pom-poms. Are they dandelions? I think they are. I don't remember the exact name. But I don't have tons of them, but you don't need a lot of them because you just have to have a few of them spread throughout the wreath to make your eye flow. And look how pretty they are. Aren't they so pretty? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. And what's beautiful about them is that even though they are on 3 stems, right? Each one, it actually has its own space. Like 2 of them aren't on one together. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's like one stem, but they all divide. Each stem divides into 3. So then you could work with them. You could cut them and then do so much more with them. So these are like the cool part of them. These are the wow ones, I think. And they're plastic. PVC. But then they're tipped with like light blue. They're so pretty. So pretty. Because you see the green in them. So pretty. Yeah, babe.
I usually use these.
I can't have you take all my pipe cleaners because I have them for, I don't know. You could take one. That's it. You want to take the red one better so you don't like mess it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have one more piece, one more item that I wanted to use. And that item is, all right, I just want to make sure that, oops. The last item that I want to add, and this was like last minute that I thought of, you know what, just in case we need more green, but I don't want it to be too green. And I had this eucalyptus. I thought of eucalyptus. I'm like, we need to have maybe a euc will work well with this. So I was looking through my stash and I found a lot of lamb's ear. I feel like the lamb's ear is too toned down, too dusty. It doesn't look right. However, I came across this eucalyptus, and you'll see that I have a lot of these. This is why I don't like to throw items out. When I'm working with a wreath and I have like extra pieces of anything, I save them. Yeah, I know it's like people say I'm a hoarder or whatever, maybe. I am. But I save it for the purpose that it may be used for something else. So these actually came from, I made an order of 25 wreaths for Christmas. It was a large order that I had. And they were all the same, and every stem that I used for that wreath had these in them. They didn't work. They did not work with that wreath. but these could be used for something. So I saved them. Not to be the hoarder, but you know, I saved them. And sure enough, today as I'm working on this, I'm thinking, well, what exactly could I use these for? I needed a eucalyptus and I came across these. I'm like, oh my God. And sure enough, I had more of these. So if I made 25 wreaths, then I should have 25 of these. Okay. So now let's just start working on the wreath. So am I going to use it? I'm not sure. If you follow me, you know that I change my mind as I'm working. So what's up, Gata?
Look what I need.
Okay. Very cute. Very, very cute. All right. So the first thing that you're going to do, I'm going to do this and I'm going to put it aside, is fluff your wreath, right? You want to fluff your wreath. Oh, actually, no. The first thing you're going to do is take your tags off of the wreath.
Beautiful.
Or the swag in this case. Take your tag off because you don't want your tag to get hidden and then afterwards you can't.
Oh, no.
Huh? Then you can't take it out because then it's hard and you have to leave it in there. So this is the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to work on our swag by fluffing it. And these are the things that usually I do off camera before I come on because it just makes life easier to, and it saves time because I tend to take 2 hours doing my lives. I've gotten better because I do a lot of things. I actually wanted to make the bow before I came on, but I didn't have time. I would have had to push it to 10 o'clock. So I said, you know what, just do it while I'm here with you. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm just fluffing it up. I'm fluffing it, making everything stand up, making everything ready to go. So as I'm ready to start sticking on, attaching items, it's there. I don't have to like take time to like lift it.
This is for
What's
you.
up? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Did you make that into a heart? Wow, that's so crafty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where am I going to put that? On my water bottle?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you can put it on your hand too.
It doesn't fit on my hand right now and I'm working. I don't want it to fall. Okay. So it's not perfect, but it's somewhat... It's what it needs to be right now. See that? It's standing. You have to take time. And I know I sound like a mom when I say this over and over again. You have to take time to fluff out your wreaths, to fluff out even your bows. If I had a bow, I have bows that I've pre-made. Guess what? I have to take time to fluff them out. It's like a Christmas tree. You have to take time. Look at the difference from before when I first took it out and it was flat because it was in a box with like 10 other of these guys. And now I took a few minutes to fluff it out. So that's why you'll hear me say when I hear other crafters say, oh, it doesn't look the same. I didn't get the same materials. No, what I'm saying in terms of like the fluffing of the base, it's because you need to take the time, as annoying as it is, you have to take the time to fluff it out. So do it. It's annoying, but you got to do it. Just like a Christmas tree. You have to take the time to fluff it out.
Yes.
Yes. Gata knows because she helps me fluff out the Christmas tree, right?
Yes.
It's almost here, Gata. We're less than 6 months away before we have to put up the Christmas tree.
Hooray.
Hooray.
It's gonna be Christmas again.
I know.
There's
I'm
gonna
not
be
ready.
more toys.
Everybody's working on fall and here making a beach wreath. Okay. So there's that. See? See the difference? Take the time. How long did it take me? Not that long, but I get it. It's annoying, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna find the hook. Wreaths, these bases, guys, they come with a little hook here. Okay? Now everybody knows that. And why do I say that? Because I've sold the wreaths. And I've actually visited a friend one time and I saw her wreath and she's like, I can't hang up my wreath. I put a hanger. The way she was hanging it was strange. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I made it for her. She bought it for me. And then I'm like, no. And I showed her. I'm like, she actually brought it to me afterwards. So I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I didn't think anything of it. I thought she decided to hang it that way. And then she afterwards was talking to me and saying how like she had to figure out how to hang it. I go, when you have a chance, just bring it to me. So I saw her, and then all of a sudden I just grabbed the wreath and I put my finger. She's like, oh, I'm like, yeah. So yeah, there's a little hook there, guys. There's a little hook. It's the same pine. They just moved it and then sealed it, attached it, closed it. Okay. So the first thing that we're gonna make is the bow. Okay.
What?
We're gonna make a bow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make a bow.
Oh, you don't know how to make a bow? You need to know how to make a bow. So I'm going to start with the 2.5 inch ribbon first. It's whatever you want it to be. But I'm going to start with 2.5 inch first. Just because it's a bigger one and it's easier to build from the bottom up with that. Oh, well, yes, it did. Start in the mess over there. It's already 9:30. Jeez. Alright. Just removing the plastic from my bases, and I think I might need one more. It's okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with the smaller one. Just because we're going to piece this bow together. It's not going to be like one giant bow. So, you got to think, how long do I want the tails off of this bow to be? The thing about the bow is that it's easier to cut ribbon from the bow than it is to add to it. I mean, we could always add little pieces of it, but why not just make it a little bit longer and then we could cut and it's not a big deal. As long as we have enough ribbon, sure, why not? So I want my tails to be not too long, maybe like around there is good enough. That's good enough. So that's about 8 inches, okay? And then how much do I actually need of the bow so it pops out but is not too hidden in there? There's been times where I've made a wreath and the bow just disappeared and the wreath doesn't look right. So I've had to I have to find a way either to remake the bow or make the bow pop out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to measure to see how much do we need for it to pop out and not be hidden. Because if it's too small, then you can't see it and that's not nice either. So I think that's about right. So that's about 13 inches. That seems about right. That seems to be like what I use usually. Okay, so we have 8 inches, right? I'm going to go for 9 just because I could cut it. 9. Then I'm going to make a quick bow. I said 13, right? How are you doing? Are you trying to make a bow?
No.
Okay. I was about to say that was funny. You're silly.
And I'm sneaky.
You are sneaky.
I scare you. Oh.
I'm going to try to make it as big as possible so I don't have to keep adding to it afterwards. That's only 3 loops here. See, already, look, see? I see the beach. I see the beach. When I saw this, when I bought this ribbon, I was just like, oh my god, beach. It's beach to me. I know it's farmhouse. Okay. So let's start with 3. And I'm just eyeballing the rest of it. It's okay. Alright. So I have my 3 there. And that seems to be my thing. I like to do 3s. I'm going to add the white next, actually. Usually add the white on top, but I want it to be pattern flat color, like solid, and then the other pattern. If you notice, I'm not measuring out the other tails because I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to make this one a teeny bit smaller than the other one. Just so it could kind of look more like it pops more.
Cool.
What are you doing? So this ribbon is curling a little. If you notice, like the edges are curling a bit. I'm just gonna take a flat iron and run it down to make sure that those little bumps are gone. And I have a flat iron dedicated just to my wreaths, to my ribbon specifically. I have a flat iron just for my ribbon. See how it pops by adding the solid blue one on top? Well, not solid, but the darker blue one. I'm going to make 3 loops as well. This one's going to be a little bit smaller than the last one. Ooh, what was that?
Hmm?
Is that a bug? What is that? Is that a moth? What is that? How did it get in here?
Wait. Look it. It's on the board. Right there.
I don't know what that is.
Take a picture of it so Javier can see.
I can't. It's okay. Just ignore it. Okay. And that's what we have so far. We're not finished yet.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that is.
I think I've seen those before.
And that's our bow so far. So what I'm going to add to the bow now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to add more of the thicker blue. Like add it on again. Because the bow, it's big on top. So even though we have these in the back, I want to close it off with the big. It's funny, I opened this and I'm like, I may not need it. And I opened it up. How should I add it? In this direction. I'm just going to do 1 loop. Just 1 to close it off. So no more loops. If I add anything, it'll be streamers, but no more loops. Aha, and then we use what was left. So now I don't have my white wire here. It disappeared on me. No idea where it is. It might be upstairs when I was working on something. So I'm just gonna use this gold one, and it doesn't really matter because you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. It's gonna be hidden.
How?
What do you mean how? What are you talking about? Just making sure that my bow is nice and tight. And if you're looking at me like, I know I'm not explaining the bow so much because I'm trying to hurry up, but you're looking at me like, what is she doing? I make my bows a little bit different than others because I like to use wire and then I like to attach it to my base. It's a paranoia thing that it's a fear that I have that my wreath is going to fall apart. Or that my bow is going to fall apart, rather. Okay, so here's my bow. See that? Doesn't it say beach to you? It does to me. Alright, so now I'm going to add this with a pipe cleaner to my base. Is this the right way to do it? Is this the wrong way to do it? I don't know. This is how I've been doing it for years. So, I feel safer. So I'm going to, which is the bottom. This is my bottom. I'm going to go a few inches down and I'm going to attach this to the base, to the spine. Nice and tight so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm not touching it again, only securing it more by adding glue. But for now, that's what we have. And yes, it got a little bit flat, but that's why we're fluffing our bows and fluffing our wreath afterwards. Because there are moments where you're going to have to turn it upside down.
Or turn it upside up.
And now when we have this finished, we can step away from your items, guys. Step away when you're working. So you could see, what do you like? What do you want to move? What do you want to move around? Yeah, we just started. But you may want to, you have all these tails and you might want to move them around. But see, already, so pretty. It's like we just got started, already looks pretty. Could we have gone down a little bit more?
I think so.
Maybe. Could we have gone down more?
A little.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, that's
It's alright.
great.
It's alright. Thank you, Gata. Thank you. So supportive. Alright, so let's get to work. So the first thing, I'm different when it comes to working with my wreaths and my bases, because I like to add the flowers first and then the green. You usually green the base first, meaning you add your greenery and then you add your flowers. I usually add my flowers and then my greenery, but in this case, yes, because it's a swag and you're working on pine, you should add the greenery first. So I'm going to work with this guy first, and you're going to see how it's going to transform the wreath as we're working on it. So I'm going to just start cutting. What's up?
It fell off.
It's okay. Save this. What happened to my other one? It's okay. This is gone. I'm still not going to put this away because we may add little streamers throughout the wreath. So I'm going to save. I'm going to keep my ribbon here on the side. Okay, so let's think now. Now it's when we have to start. We have to take time and be very aware, cognizant of like what we're doing. So I could technically, fluff this out. Remember I said fluffing? You gotta fluff your stems too. I could fluff this out and I could just add it like this, but then it's too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these. So I like to count. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that could potentially make 14 because I'm going to cut them in half. Maybe more. Maybe more. So I'm going to go to the point. Remember, these aren't up and downs. These don't move up and down. So I'm going to see where's the furthest point or the lowest point that I could cut them and then still have stem to work with. So, and still have it not look like a tiny little twig. So I'm cutting this one right. You see what I did? I moved all these around. This is a good point right there above that one. Right above that one. And I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut it right there. Did I cut too much? No, perfect. So now I have 2. I have 2. And I'm going to do that for all of them. I believe these are all the same. Sometimes you have some bushes where there's 2 different types, like the baby's breath. You're going to see the baby's breath. When I bring it, it actually is 2 different types in there. And I know off the top of my head because I use it so much. I use that baby's breath for everything. You'll see that you eventually, or if you already don't, you will have your go-tos. Like I have my go-to, my go-to greeneries, my go-to flowers. I have a lot of go-tos. But, when you're shopping, you see something different. You're like, oh, how would this one be? And then you try out different things. And sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a new item in your arsenal. But this one is not, I have used this one before, but this is not one of my regulars. But I do think that I overbought this one. So you might be seeing more of this one. It's pretty, I like it. What's pretty, this is what I just realized I didn't show you. Oh, I don't have a lot of these. I'm confusing these with something else. What's pretty about these, see the little cups? Can you see the little cups? I just remember why I bought these. It was those little cups. So pretty. I think I have one more of these. I'm confusing them with another one. You know how it is. We have a lot of bins of supplies. Okay. So, a lot of times when you're working, you set it up and then you go ahead and you commit to it. Meaning commit as in glue. This is when I'm working with my swags, I'm committing. As I'm adding, I'm committing. I'm not... Then you could change your mind, but you have to go in there, cut it out, and then move things. But when I'm working with swags, I'm committed. It's not like a grapevine where you lay it out and then you go back. You're like, oh, okay, can I go back? And then afterwards, just like... I feel like a swag because of the direction that you have to glue things. You have to go up because it's facing down. Well, the needles are down. Then you have to commit. You have to commit. So I'm gonna start committing by adding my first one. Oh, and you know what I forgot to take out? I forgot to take out zip ties. So I like to use a lot of zip ties when I work with my swags. I use a lot of zip ties. Where are my zip ties?
Zip tags.
These are zip ties. So I think I can use the little ones. I don't think I need the big ones. I have a whole box of zip ties, all different colors, but those are my quick go-tos. Those are so you don't burn your fingers when you're working with the glue. Like that, don't touch this because this is very, very hot and it hurts. Well, I know you see pink and it's cute, but no, it's not a toy. Not a toy.
I'm asking.
You know, and I'm telling you.
Look what I made.
Very cute. Another cute thing. So I'm just gonna add glue to the base, to the stem, and I'm just gonna add it to the spine. And I'm leaving this one long because I'm gonna go in as far as I can. And I'm gonna be honest, I get a lot of burns when I work with swags.
Yes.
Because I'm using my fingers to make sure that it's attached. I see my counterparts that work with swags, and I see them and they're just like, stupid. They add them. I'm like, how? Because I'm not a newbie to this, and I still like over make sure. I know that doesn't make sense. See the delay? It does it here, and then a few minutes seconds later does it over there. Alright, so that's the first one. See how it changed already? See that? So I have the first one there. I have 14 of these now, so we're good. We're good. We're golden. We have a lot to do. So I'm just going to start covering as much as I can. If I have two there, I mean one at the bottom, I'm going to add two right above it. I believe these cups are all the same. They're not all the same because some have the cups, some don't. Oh, they all have cups. It's okay. It's okay. But they all can't go to the same spine, but they're going to go to... All right there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
And when I have those odd ones that are at an angle, that's when I like to add the zip ties. It's just to make sure that they're not going anywhere. Just a little bit extra security. Now, if you're not sure about committing, you could actually use the zip ties and then afterwards add glue to them or move them around. But I like to add the glue. I like to add the zip ties as just an extra bit of, like an extra level of security for them not to move around. See, this fell off. I got too aggressive with it. I'll put it back in. Be careful.
What happened here?
have so far. And yes, I did not add glue to that one, but I'm adding it now. Because I told you I'm committing. I am not going to take things out. I'm working on it as I go.
Yes, she works every time.
See how pretty? So I'm gonna, since I added 1, then I'll just add 3. We have a lot. We have a lot. So I'm gonna fill in the space 1 and then add the other 2 on the opposite sides. But I can't get overconfident. I'm not gonna lie, because you know how it happens where you're working, you're like, oh, I have 14. I already added 3. Brings you down to 11, and then all of a sudden you're like, I have 14. You're just adding. And then when you get to it, it's like, oh, I only have 1 left. So we don't want that either.
Mom, look what I'm making.
See how it's changing? It's transforming.
Mommy, look what I'm making.
Am I keeping this?
Mommy.
Oh, but it's already, people are already done decorating for summer. What's
Mommy,
up?
look what I'm making.
Yeah, be careful. I need those. Those pinch. Those actually could cut you. Those little wires do big ouchies. So be careful, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does until she don't.
No.
I know you were born in a craft room, Kata, but still.
In a craft room?
You understood that?
How am I born in a craft room?
It's just an expression, Kata. Just, not an expression, but something I just said. Mommy's always doing crafts. You were doing crafts when mommy, you were in mommy's belly. I was making wreaths. On my belly. See how it's going? It changed so much already. And I'm taking my time because I want to show you as I'm doing them. I could do this much faster, but I tend to be slow. I could later on come back and cut some of those, of the pines. But for now, we'll just... Remember, I'm adding these zip ties and you really don't have to. That's just me over extra securing it. Thinking of this, I overthink in the sense that it's on the truck. It's shipped. It's in a box. And they threw the box. And you don't want the customer to open the box and then it's like the thing fell off. It could happen because that's just life. But we don't want that to happen as we're working. Okay. There's a contrast right now because we're getting lighter here and it's still dark up top. But you'll see. You'll see. But look, I don't have so many anymore. I'm already running out, so I gotta be...
And it's dark outside.
It's dark outside already. Well, it's already gonna be 10.
See,
I don't have to get so depressed.
I told you. I'm smart.
You're smart.
A
You're
little.
very smart. You're very smart.
What?
You are. Why would you say that you're a little smart?
Giraffes eat lettuce.
So I'm using my small zip ties. I have big ones. The big ones might be easier for anything that I'm trying to attach to the spine. But it's working. Like, I really don't even need the zip tie. I could just attach it directly, but... Because if you think about it, that's an extra step that I just created. Because then I gotta come and then cut out the corners of the zip ties that are sticking out. See those little guys? You gotta go back and cut them. And it's okay. But it's just another thing that we have to do. Look how it's changing.
I'm like being quiet.
You're being quiet? Yeah, you are. Awesome. Awesome. You're being quiet. Okay. So if you notice, I don't know I did explain as I was going, but I did 1, then 2, then I filled up the space, the 3. So I'm filling up the little spaces as I move up.
Like you move up to 2nd grade.
I'm moving up to 1st grade.
Excuse me?
Okay, Sass.
What did you just say?
Is that okay, Sass? 6. How old are you?
6. Yeah, you don't need to know that, everyone.
Yeah, you're right. They don't need to know that. I won't tell them everything about you guys.
Yeah, but I'm still here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Here come the burns. Here come the burns. If I feel like I am running low, I may grab the other one. But you know what? Let me slow down because remember, we still have the baby's breath. We still have the pom-poms. We have a lot of other items that are going to go
Baby's
into
breath.
Yes, it's called baby's breath.
What is that?
The blue thing is called baby's breath.
I forget what it looks like.
Blue flowers.
Ah,
Yeah.
it does look like babies. This same color. No, it's too big. Mom, does it look like it now?
What? Looking like what? What are your intentions? What's your goal?
To make it look like this.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'm trying my best to make it.
I see now.
But there's no more of these little things.
Okay. See
Oh,
how we're going?
I found some more.
It's changing. It's looking like summer in the ocean. Oh, did I make that one too low? The good thing that I always tell everyone about working with artificial florals, even though I still need to take classes on natural florals, because I do love arranging. I actually was so proud of myself the last arrangement that I made in the house, because I like having fresh flowers in the home. Even though I love what I do, I love having fresh florals. But the positive, the advantage you have with the artificial florals is that you are able to bend them. So if I made this a little bit too low and it's stuck, I just have to bend it a little bit and it makes it shorter. Get it? So take advantage of what you have.
This off.
Are we good here? No.
I think so.
So now if I lift up this bow, and a lot of times when I work with these swags, I end up lifting up the bow because I want it to get out of the way so I could work. I don't want to neglect it. Just because there's a bow there, we don't want to neglect this. So I'm going to add 2 right here, 1 on each side. For now, just 2.
Baby shark, baby shark,
And I'm going to add them more towards the middle, Kata. I'm trying to add them a little bit towards the middle. Because I'm not adding it to the spine. And I'm out of pipeline of zip ties. I gotta get more. Let me grab a few more zip ties. I'll be right back.
Just gonna end the video.
No, we're not gonna end the video. Should get some of the big zip ties too while we're at it.
I saw you push me on the screen.
Huh?
I saw you push me on the computer.
Alright, we got some more zip ties. We'll keep working.
Why are you putting glue in the wreath?
So it doesn't fall apart. And it stays nice and secure.
And what else?
You drop something.
There's the tag from the wreath.
Can you please give it to me? I'd like to save my tags. Thank you very much.
Oh no!
It's back.
Now it's not a tag anymore.
I can throw that out. What is that?
It looks like a moth.
It needs to go. How did it get in? Did we have the screen open? It's okay.
Oh,
It's back.
I think that's a moth. But that one is outside. What's in here?
Let's reopen it. It probably got another one. We opened the door before.
Oh, yeah.
Wanna
Oh,
get in?
grab the zip tie.
It's summertime. Bugs come in.
Yes.
Okay, so I added these two to the two sides. See that? But then I still have the space. The reason I did that is because I know that the middle is going to be covered with the bow, but I still want to add something. So what I want to do is add one in the middle, but like push it in towards like the spine and cover that. See what I just did? I didn't even add glue to it, but I just pushed it in there. I'm going to add glue to it, but I'm just saying. See that? Okay. So I'm going to add some glue to it. I'm actually gonna, sorry guys, I keep adding zip ties. I know we don't have to, but it's just me.
Did we just start the video?
It's me. No, we haven't stopped it. We're live. Everybody's, and we have people coming in on and off. Yeah, people are on and off. They watch for a few seconds.
No, I said already almost done.
Almost done?
I mean,
Finished? No.
No, I mean, did we just start? Just got stuck in the wreath.
No. Now the fun part
This
starts.
got stuck in the wreath.
What?
This. I'm trying to take one of these out so I can make this.
You're gonna get glue on your bow. It's gonna happen. Not the end of the world. It's easier to let it dry, and then after it dries, it'll be easier to take off. But if you try to wipe it off, you're gonna get it more into the fibers, and it's gonna be harder to take off. But you see how we did that? We added the middle one at the last part all the way in, and we covered that. So we did a lot. I mean, we still have some spots here that you could still see the pine. It's okay. It's gonna happen. I have, believe it or not, only 2 left. Only 2. So what I'm going to do, I really wish I had more, but it's okay. I'm going to add these 2 up top. But see how pretty that is? And yes, right now it's looking like a mess because I squished up the bow so I could work. But I'm going to add 2 more, and I'm going to add them opposite sides. Baby, I had those exact. I need them. I need them, and you're losing them.
But these?
Yeah, I need them.
How much do you need? Do you need this one too?
I don't know how many I need. I know I'm going to need them at some point, but I don't know how many.
Everything's falling.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Everything's falling from the sky. Here's the 3rd one. Where did you get these?
At the craft store.
Do we have more at home?
Yeah. Did I really use 14 of them? I'm like in shock. Exactly what I said before. You're gonna get to the point. You're like, really? Where'd they go?
14.
Did one of them fall? Nope. None of them
14
fall.
right here.
Yes, that's the number 14. Good job. I know my numbers.
What did you say?
I said I know my numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38.
So I cut it, add a little bit of glue, and that's what I did. I added the 2 on top. I would love to have 3. I do not have 3. It is what it is. Because we're going to fill it up with other things anyways. And once I'm here, afterwards, I'm going to spread it out, try to fill it up more, just by spreading them out. But you see how it's changed already? Okay, Gata. Okay. Mommy's working. Okay, so we have these 2. Right? And I'm just trying to spread them out as much as I can. And now that I have that, what I want to add now, I'm going to put it here so you could kind of see. See that? Sorry, I'm always looking at my pants. Okay, so you see that? How it's changed? And all we did was add the baby's breath. I mean, I'm sorry, the greenery. The frosted greenery. Alright, so that's all I have for now. Now,
100.
what I'm going to add now is going to be... What should we add now, Kata? The baby's breath? The baby's breath is a filler, so no, we're not going to add the baby's breath next. I want to add the pom-poms. Why the pom-poms? Because we're limited on the amount of pom-poms that we have, and I want to spread them out. So I only have 9. I only have 9 pom-poms.
1, 2, 4, 2, 3.
Right down here, pom-poms.
Pom-poms. Why do you like to save tags?
So I know what it used.
I don't save tags.
I only save tags for my wreaths, Kata. I don't save all the tags. Yes, that's why I save the tags. And if you're a wreath maker, it's good to save your tags so you know if you want to recreate it. And also later on when you're pricing it.
Aren't some people wreath makers?
A lot of people are wreath makers.
How many?
Thousands.
But what happens if you stop being a wreath maker?
If I stop,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to stop.
No, what happens if you do stop?
I'm not.
No, what happens if you do stop?
Okay, hold on, Kata, hold on. Alright, then I guess Mommy will do something else. But for now, no, I'm not going to stop. Alright, so these, if you look at them, I'm going to be honest. They look like they blend in a little bit too much with the base, right? But it's okay because we're going to add, they feel so good. They're so, you should get these. If you get these from anywhere, get them. I got these from Greenery Market. But they just feel so cool. They feel so cool. I like touching them.
Yeah, they feel so cool.
So I'm going to, same thing. Triangles, spread them out, odd numbers.
Like here? Like here?
Yeah, that's okay there. Wait, hold on. We got to glue them. Okay, you could put them. Put them where you think. And the thing about these is that I don't want to have them lose that like fluffiness to them. So the way I attach them is going to be a little bit different. I don't want them to get like stuck. Easy, baby.
It's just that it's too tall for me.
It's fine.
Maybe I should add one right here.
How many more do we have?
Like right here.
Where'd you add that?
Right here. Right there.
Okay, you got one there. Hold on. One here.
And maybe one over here.
Yep, that's a good spot. And then the other one will be on the other side. Good job. High five. That was good. Good job. Wow. Okay. She actually did pretty good. All right, so that's where we're going to place those.
Did it?
And now we need to, you saw we just placed them. Now we got to secure them. We got to commit to them. So because these are airy and I like to have that little bounce to them, I'm going to make sure that I don't lose that bounce. So I'm going to add these again with the zip tie.
Look. Mama, look.
Be careful. I'm telling you because I pinched myself with that.
I know.
Okay.
I can hear. That sounds like a fart.
Stop it. Remember, there's a way I just attached it. It seemed a little bit too down. I just bent the pine needle was on. So it looks very cool, very blue right now, but we're gonna make it pop more with the other blues that we're adding to
You
it.
should add like a skin color like the sand.
You're on a roll today. That's a good idea. But I don't want to add too much. Oh, we have the... Oh, I was going to add something else, but I forgot about it. It's okay. I'm not going to add them now. It's fine.
I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll. Good job.
Like I'm rolling on the town.
Okay.
Funny. I'm rolling in the town.
Silly.
I'm always silly. It's Edos is sillier.
Yeah, you're both silly. I like that you're both silly. Okay. So you see that? We have that little bounce to it. It may lose some of it because I still have to add more items to it. Remember, this is just a base.
It kind of looks like it now. See?
Huh?
It kind of looks like it now.
Let's see what your goals are here. I really like this one.
How about you make an umbrella for it?
An umbrella for the wreath.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work.
I know how to make an umbrella. Well, you need one of these.
Do we have too many pom-poms?
I think we did.
Should we take some out?
I think so.
Let's keep them for now. We'll keep the pom-poms for now, even though I'm seeing like too many pom-poms.
It's fine.
It's okay for now. If we decide that it's too many, then we could take it out.
Yeah. And
It's always easier to take out afterwards.
we
I
can,
mean, you could always fix anything.
yeah, we can maybe like add 7.
I had another wreath with pom-poms one time, and as I was taking, you know how like when you take photos is when you see things, and I was taking photos to list it, and as I was taking the photos, I was like, no, no, that's not right, and I
Oh
brought it back down,
no.
so I could have time to fix it. Well, not, you know what I mean. I changed the location.
I'm running out of these.
Oh no, don't grab that. I just grabbed one of the spines, one of the needles. There we go. I got it. Okay, so those three are set. They are set. They're not coming out, those three. Okay. Now, I'm just working from my way down up, if you noticed.
Is this glue?
Yes.
It's not even burning. Why is this not burning?
You don't want to get burnt. That hurts.
Eek. Why is it stuck to me?
It's glue.
Eek. Thank you. And we should put this at the
Be
end.
careful. Yes, we can add those afterwards.
The sea queen.
I'm trying to make sure that I don't push them in too much, but I don't want them out too much either. Like, they have to be just right, because if they're too in, then they lose that movement that they have. But then if they're too out, they're going to be overpowering. And it's like, how many more things are we actually going to add to the wreath to make sure that they come out? Wait, right here. Oh, hi. How come I can't see the comments? You've been talking to me. How are you? I just noticed the comments over here. Oh boy, that means I'm watching myself. Hold on, I'm watching myself as a... That is so interesting. I can't see the comments.
That means you have to restart.
Probably. So you do the same thing. No, I'm reading. I do the same thing. I take a photo. Yeah, the photos are... I'm telling you, as I'm working, you think you got it, but then once you take that photo, it's like when you go back and you're like, I see. That's when you see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not showing me the comments? That is so interesting.
Maybe your computer's just going crazy.
Maybe. It says no comments yet. Alright. That is not nice. Just when I thought I had it. Just when I thought I had it, finally, like, Facebook is working with me today and no issues. The comments thing is always something. But I usually resolve it in the beginning. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. I had to refresh. Nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is Gata, my daughter. So if you watch my old videos, she's usually there. But as she started getting older, she's on her iPad and she plays upstairs. She doesn't like to come down. And I haven't been down as much. But today I said, I'm going to go live. Do you want to come down? And she said, yeah. But yeah. But thank you. She's in a lot of my videos. To the point where people ask, like, where is she? You okay? Be careful. Be careful. I have hot things, Gata. I have hot. No. Be careful. No, babyta. No. I have hot things. This, if I drop this will hurt you, and this is hot. Very, very hot. So please be careful. Am I losing you already? You want to go upstairs already? My helper's leaving me? Don't leave me. What's wrong? You okay? Stay. What's up? What's up? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Wait,
Huh?
I just heard.
Oh, I let me ask, does anybody else have that? Like, I feel like the fumes from the glue gun make my eyes water. And I wear contact lenses. Yeah, what she's doing right now, rubbing her eyes, I feel like I do that a lot when I craft. At one point, I thought it was the grapevines. Like, when I was working with grapevines, I felt like it was the dust from the grapevines. But then I was making bowls one time, and it started coming, because I hadn't made a wreath in a while. And then I started making grapevines, working with grapevines, and it came back. And then one day, I'm like, wait, is it the grapevines, or is it the...
I'm gonna be right
Is it the glue
back.
gun?
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna be right here.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom.
Okay, I'm gonna be right here. Be careful. Maybe it's time for bed. That's what it is. What time is it? Bedtime for her? It's about that time. So yeah, so I feel like the fumes, and I finally one day I said, you know what? It might be the glue from the glue gun. The fumes. Is this too even? I think that's what's bothering me, that it might be too even. It's okay. Let's just keep going, and like I said, we'll take it off. We'll take it off later if I feel like it's too even. Because it's very even right now. It's like a perfect even design right now. And sometimes it doesn't look natural when it's so even. You making more swags? Oh, I've always loved swags. I love swags. Ever since I discovered swags, I've always just made swags. I actually have to make a lot of lantern swags because I have a few customers that's like what they always buy from me, and I haven't had any for them. But lantern swags and just swags, I love swags. Anything swags, I just love swags. I love lantern swags. Keep the movement. But yeah, I just realized, I'm like, I don't have any swags. I only had like Valentine's Day swags, but I usually have them year round. So since I have a lot of product, and people are working on fall, here I am working on beach while people are working on fall. I said, you know what, let me start working on, maybe make some fall swags, because I don't have any. I've sold them all. And they're so versatile. I love using swags everywhere. Lantern swags. So lantern swags are the best. I can use them on the table, use them on the walls. I love them. I love, love, love swags. How you doing? Oh, excuse me. One moment. You okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to pull my nose one. Okay. Watch your eyes. Don't put your fingers on your eyes. You're touching all the stuff here. I don't want that to... It's like a lot of yuckiness down here. You gotta think, all this stuff has been in boxes and stuff like that. It's not good to be to touch your face after you touch all this stuff. I don't want you to get yucky, okay?
My eyes just hurt.
Yeah, it's being down here, I think. How are we doing here? It's my paranoia with the... See, it's a straight line. I don't know. Gotta push that in.
I run out of these.
Out of what? That's wire, Gata.
No,
It's wire.
I ran out of wire.
Hold on.
Wait, have you used these?
Oh, yeah. I love using zip ties. I have made these with no zip ties at all, or only for zip ties for like the bigger items. But for the most part, once I started using zip ties, it just gave me that peace of mind of items not falling off or flying away. But I have I have a swag, my first swag that I ever made. And I want to say this swag is like 5-6 years old. And this swag has, I've said the story before, how I thought it was stolen. And this swag ended up that I found it in my neighbor's HVAC. It flew off of the door from a wind. I guess a wind gust blew it off.
What's a wind gust?
Wind, a big thing of wind. And
Like wind pushing.
yeah, like you know the branches that fell off the tree the other day. That was a wind gust that made that happen. So the Wreath swag was actually still good, and that was like years ago, and it's still kicking today.
Where did that storm?
And my mother-in-law has it, and she still uses it, and it's a fall one.
Where did that storm come from?
I don't know, baby.
From Australia? From China?
I don't know.
Or New Jersey?
I don't know. It was a bad storm.
Or was it Canada?
That wasn't a Canada thing. I don't think so.
I think I see the bug.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought somebody had stolen my... I was so mad when I came home and I didn't see it. I thought someone had stolen it.
Mommy, look.
So now I secure them. What's up, babe? What's up? What's up?
The bug.
Where's the bug? Oh, we need to go. We need to go.
He's kind of cute.
I'm glad you don't mind the bugs.
Whoa.
Okay.
Look at that piece of glue flying.
Yeah, it's just glue everywhere. See, it's glue strings. All right, so I got the main items. This is what we have so far. This is the base. It's looking cute. I like it. So we have our greenery. Remember, it's a little bit it's frosted. It's very frosted. It's not like that velvety feeling. It was spray painted. It was plastic. It's like you have the PVC and it was spray painted with white, so that gives it that look. And then I just added those, I think they're dandelions, little poofs, those little pom-poms. So they blend in. They're evenly distributed throughout the wreath. Sometimes I don't like to be too even because then it doesn't look so natural. But it's okay because we're going to add more items to it. And if we feel that's too much, then we take them off. It's that easy. Or we move them around. We could move them around. Okay. Yeah, I love telling that story, how I thought that my swag was stolen. Because then I remember I'm going home, I'm opening the door, and all of a sudden I see orange to the left, and all of a sudden I look, and there was in my neighbor's, it's their backyard faces us because they're on the corner, and there it was in the HVAC. I was like, oh, there it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So now I'm going to add these. So this is what I wanted to add first. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to add these guys first. I wanted to add these. But these are working because these flow. So I might not even get to these. I only have 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up? What's going on?
It's my eyes hurt.
So then go upstairs, babe. You want to put on your UV glasses? Maybe that'll help you. Maybe it's the glue. Who got them? The blue light glasses?
Or the clear glass.
Yeah, the blue light glasses. That's what they're for. I said UV, the blue light ones. Just took the wires off of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be careful.
I am.
So I have 1. So I'm just gonna have 1 on top. I'm gonna have to use the other one. I don't have enough. So it's okay. I only have 1. So for now, I'm just gonna keep placing them. 1 at the bottom, 1 here. I might not want those leaves, but for now, we're gonna leave the leaves. Taking off the second set of leaves. Save your leaves. We use them to. I could actually use these same leaves to clean up the back of the swag later on. And 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Beautiful. And I have 2 more. I got the other 2. And the spaces between them on the side. Okay, add 1 over here. Nope. 1 up here up top. We need more up top. I'll admit that I've neglected the tops of my swag sometimes, but I've gotten better over time. See that? It's changing. It's changing. I've had this. Let me be a little bit honest with you all. because I know some are here, some are watching the replay. I've had this wreath laid out in that box there since last year. It's been there. It's been there.
Hi.
Hi! You look so sophisticated with your sunglasses. I mean, your clear glasses.
My blue light glasses.
Your blue light glasses, which you don't wear when you're supposed to. Yeah, mommy said it. Mommy said it.
They're already starting to look beautiful.
Right? We're gonna keep this one? No, we can't keep it.
When are we gonna put these on?
Not yet, buddy. Not yet.
Can I add some blue decorations?
So those are called baby's breath.
Yes, I know, but can I
Yes,
add
you know.
some blue decorations?
Not yet. Not yet.
This is blue, which I'm not
And just like that, it's
gonna
10:30 already. My God, time flies.
use.
I'm so happy to be here. I just want to say for
Yeah.
anyone who's here with me, anyone who's watching the replay, because I used to come on twice per week before,
Blue.
and I'm going to say it so I commit to it. I'm going to start coming on once a week again. There, I said it. I said it, so now I have to commit to it. Once per week, I'm back. I have no choice. So it might be Friday, it might be Saturday, it could be Thursday night. You know how I am. It's hard for me to say exactly when, but I'm going to be here. And you can watch the replays. But I used to be on twice per week. Remember?
I'm gonna go sit.
And how many times didn't Miss Gata wake up while I was live and I had to run upstairs? Because I'll hear you walking when you got out. You remember that? You were little. You used to wake up at night. I used to be like, okay, bye, I gotta go. You woke up. Yeah. That's when I used to come on really late. Really late. Nice.
And I was like,
And you'd be like, Mommy, where are you?
and I used to be like, is it morning?
You're so silly. So, I'm a little bit of a pain when it comes to the adding of the flowers because life does get busy. Life does get busy. So, yeah, I'm trying to come back. Because I miss it. I do miss coming on. I love coming on. But now the kids have a life. They're both in school. So you'd think that because they're both in school, I'll be able to come on more. But no. They're both in school now. I'm going to take some off of here. I'm going to make this smaller. I'm separating this. I had 5, but the ones that I added had 3 and 2. So I don't want to add just 1 with 5. So I'm going to add 1 with 3. And then I could use the 2 for something else. But then I gotta find a little stem somewhere. Which I'm sure I have something. So yeah, so now the kids have lives. They're both in swimming. My son started fencing. And I'm running around. And I used to not believe when people say like when they're smaller it's easier. I'll be like, nah. And now they're growing. I'm like, oh my God. It's summer and I can't go anywhere because they have swimming classes. They have this, they have that. I'm like, oh God, I can't do anything. Like they have lives but still depend on me. So it's all boy. But I said it. I have to commit to it now. Once per week, I shall be here. Okay, I added 3, but I feel like I'm missing something. It's missing something here. So maybe if I figure out a way to add this one there. Oh no, we still have the baby's breath. We're fine. We're fine. Same thing on this one. We have extra ones. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so if you see what I'm doing here, I'm still separating these. And And again, the reason I separated it, it's because they were, some had 5 and some had 3, and I just feel like I should add them all with 3 or 2, because then your eye just goes to that. But I just broke the entire thing off. You know what, let me add a little bit of glue. Just because I did that, I'm going to add a little dot of glue to make sure that it doesn't come off. And it happens when you're working on things, it falls apart. It's fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. If it falls apart, just add a little bit of glue, re-stick it on. It's not so bad. Okay. I like the little bit of leaves because it helps to cover the pine too. All right, I'm gonna add the sky. I don't want it to be too close to the one before it, so I'm gonna add it towards the back. I'm gonna have to add a lot more flowers to the back of this. We gotta fill it up. We have these. Where are you gonna go? I feel like I need something. That one, I want it to be my highest point. So I'm adding them with zip ties again. If you're just started watching or fast forwarded, you see I haven't touched this glue gun. Because I'm adding it with the zip ties, and I'll come back and I'll commit to them. It's just faster as I'm working, because if not, the video will take much longer if I keep stopping to add the glue, which I will come back at one point, but for now, we'll just keep doing that. I would like to add these, but I have to find... I'm looking around because I know I have... You know, we keep them. You know, and whenever we have the stems, we have little pieces. I mean, I just threw out... Can I use any of these? These are too short. I just threw these out. They might work. They might work. Okay. My garbage is just all craft room stuff, so it's okay to go right there. It was right up top. Okay, and I have 2 sets of leaves here. I don't want 2. I want just the 1. Hola, tía, ¿cómo estás? Mucho tiempo. Saludos por allá. My videos always turn to Spanglish. Okay. So these, that one's okay. If I cut it, I add the glue. Kata, you still here with me? Kata. Can't see her. I cannot see her. Step off for 2 seconds just to make sure that she's still here. Estoy buscando la Cata, tía. She's still here. She was on the other side with her headphones on. We're just gonna make sure that I know where she is because I've turned off the lights on her when I've left here. She's like hanging out down here. Okay. So it's changing already. Oh, I didn't take off the double leaves on this one. So I'm probably just going to cut the leaves off. So see how I've been taking off the double set of leaves? It's okay. I think this one had, no, this one didn't have it. I'll just cut them. I'll cut them. I'll come back later and I'll cut them. Okay, so now we're ready for the baby's breath. Yay! Now it's time to add the baby's breath. And she's going to get mad because she's not here to add the baby's breath. Okay, so the baby's breath is a whole other... I'll show you what I mean. So the baby's breath, first thing, let's take off the tag. Right? Take off the tag. Okay. And then I am going to cut them at the bottom, which is actually too long. I'm going to come back and I have to cut again, but that's okay. Okay. So now that I cut them, I'm going to separate. We need to separate them. Gracias, besito. Besito también. Gracias, gracias. Igual por allá. Okay, so now that I have them, I'm going to separate them, right? Because, as I mentioned before, sometimes you get stems and every part of it is they might use two different styles within the same bush. So if you look, this one has like a still bee on it. This one is just floral. And then you have up and downs with this one, so I could make a decision, like, do I want to separate it as well? But see, there's two different things here. This one is just a floral one. This one has the still bee on it. Again, still bee, floral, back and forth, back and forth. And now, after we have that, we separated them. Now we got to count. How many do we have? So we have 1. This is where I do it. I like to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 and 6, okay? So we could use one first and then go to the other, or vice versa. Or alternate as we're working. So you're going to see how it's going to change it. Just by adding this blue, it's going to make it pop in a different way. So I'm not even adding it yet, like 100%. But you see how it already? So I just made a decision that I'm going to add these first, and then I'm just going to place them, and then I'll decide if I'm going to keep. Just going to place them. I know I said before that usually I commit 100%. But also, one thing I just caught myself, I'm not fluffing. You gotta fluff. I'm not fluffing. You gotta fluff as you go, because then this looks kind of flat. You gotta fluff. I think I like these like next to the pom-pom or below it, not above it. I feel like it takes away from it if it's above it. I already added 3. We only have 3 more. So actually, no, I'm gonna keep going. Can't forget about our top. It's very important to add at the top as well. I might have to touch this bush here to fill it up, especially the top, because I don't want the top to be empty. So just be aware of that. If you see like all of a sudden it has like all this extra stuff on it, it's like, where did she get all that? When you see the final pictures, it's because I decided to go back and add more things to it. Just because that's how I do. I finish it, I'm taking photos, and I'm like, no, it needs more of this, it needs more of that. So now, because I'm nearing the end, I'm already fluffing up the ribbon because I'm trying to see where else is it that I want to add more ribbon. Where else could I add more of this? Do I want to add some streamers? I usually add streamers. I'm just letting you know, I always add streamers, especially at the bottom. But do I want to add streamers on the side? Do I want to add streamers anywhere else? I got these two. I only have 2 of them. I think I might go into my personal stash. I might go into my personal stash to make it 3. I usually do not do that, but I only have 2. I only have 2. I use them for myself, and I put them away with my personal stuff. But how much? Look at that! It works. It works. It's beach. We need it. Or I had this other idea, and I'll show you now. I have made wreaths, beach wreaths and swags that sold already, but they had these ornaments. These are actually Christmas, beach themed Christmas ornaments, and I used pretty much all the ornaments that came with it. These are the ones I have left, so I'm thinking, can I add these and these to make it, to beachify it? And I think it works. So I have 2 of these. Actually, let me just show you. This is all that I have left from those ornaments. These are obviously too much, but I have 1 of these and 2 of these. So I could just do these. Because remember, it's a beach themed. It's beach. But it's like, the thing that's making me hesitate with these, like this one has a little bit of shine to it, and I didn't really want so much shine. These are not too bad, but that's why I've been hesitating, because the wreath in general does not have shimmer to it. I've made beach wreaths before. If you've seen the ones that are like really elegant because they have tons of shimmer in them because they're mesh, I love that, but this is not what I was gearing towards with that. So that's why I'm kind of hesitating on these, and I wanted to use more of these. But if they work, why not? If they work, you could. So I'm going to place them here on the side. I'm not going to say no yet, because if they work, they work. Okay, so then I added this. Now I have 6 of these. Oh no, I still have 1 more. Where could we add you? We still have to add ribbon. I am going to add more ribbon to it. Gata. She can't hear me. Oh no, that's the regular one. Oh, oh yeah, I already added the other ones. 2, 4, 5. Yep, I already added these. So these are the ones that have the Astilbe on them. And yeah, I'm just placing them. Because I'm trying to hurry up at this point. I'll come back and I'll finish them off. But before I even add that, do I want to commit with the other things? Because then I could fill in. Does that make sense what I just said? Like in terms of filling in, I could fill in with around the ribbon and the bows. I feel like I need some more blue. I want to keep adding blue and blue to it. I only have 2 left. Wow. It's amazing how your product, when you're using it, it just goes. So that's what I'm thinking. That's where we are. She's going to get mad at me now because she's coming back and she's going to say I added the blue ones without her. I can't wait for you. Okay. I added the blue, babyta. Okay, so now, because I want to add a little bit more of the blue, I'm going to add I always like to add streamers at the bottom.
What did you say?
So I'm going to add a streamer. And I'm going to add it with this guy and the white and the cream. put this cream at the bottom. Actually, not too bad. And another one. We are finished.
You done?
What, like done being live? No.
You took it out. Like, this can go here.
We could. So I'm gonna add it as a streamer, so I attach it with wire.
And then this can go on it.
Was that a cough or bless you? Oh boy. Alright. So I did that. And then my picks that she took from me. You okay?
Yes.
Just gonna wrap it around a pick. Just to give us something to hold on to. Okay, so I did that. And now I'm going to add it beneath the stuff that I have on here. See, it changes it. It really does. It's not perfect, because again I gotta go back and make sure that everything's nicely attached. And because we added that, sorry, I gotta step away. I'm not loving it right now. I feel like my eye goes straight to that, so I need more ribbon, or it needs to go away. One or the other. Either add a little loop of ribbon here on the side somewhere, 2 little loops, or take it off. Take it off, because then it's just a distraction, and we don't want distractions. Kata, what are you doing? What happened to my phone wire?
I'm turning this.
Okay.
See, it makes that sound.
So like I said before, I need to fill up the top a little bit more. Tia Coca said hi, Kata. Tia Coca said hi, Kata. But you can't see her, but she said it there. You can see it there. Said hola, Kata.
Where? Hi.
Say hola.
Hola. Hola, tia.
See how it changes it? You just have to keep adding. It's never ending with the wreaths. You have to keep adding to it. Or at least for me. I keep adding more and more and more until I feel that I'm satisfied. And I still have to fluff up these bows. Well, the bow. She took my... Excuse me for a second, because she took my wooden picks. Keep telling her to be careful when I cut myself with it. Amazing. I'm telling her, be careful with the picks, you get cut, and now I just got pinched. She said, so cute.
What did you say?
But I pinched myself with the picks.
You said it on the screen.
Yes, because I've been saying it.
How dare you?
I pinched myself with that.
Why?
Easy now, cowboy. Okay, so I want to balance out. I've been using a lot of the others, but this ribbon is here by itself. So I feel like I need to bring a little bit more of this into the rest of the wreath. So I might use a loop up top. Yes. Yes.
It says Alana.
Alana.
Liliana Perez.
Yes.
Liliana. Why is this here?
It's a bookmark.
It's a bookmark.
Yep.
Cool.
See, I'm filling up more by adding the ribbon. Kind of one more right here. Fill in the space. And I still haven't added the sand dollars. I'm still thinking. I'm still debating. Do I really want to add them? Am I going to add them? I love swags. Absolutely love swags. I'm going to have a... Most likely won't go live for that, but I'm going to have to assemble line a lot of swags. A lot of lantern swags. I need lantern swags. My customers need my lantern swags.
Hooray. Lanterns.
How would this look?
Mom, what
Yeah,
do you
but-
use these for?
Baby, I can't right now. I'm in the middle of this, baby. I can't right now.
Right now. Did it just suck?
Alright, so I'm going to add the two. So let's go to this guy or this guy. Let's have the one. It has a beachy feel to it. See? So cute. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias, tía. Es tan grande ya. They're big. Okay. So I'm gonna add this one. See what we got. And I gotta be careful because the rest of it hasn't been committed to, meaning it hasn't been glued on yet. The rest of the wreath is not completely secured. So I'm here making decisions, adding things, changing things, and meanwhile, the whole wreath isn't secure yet. Which I guess is okay. But I need 3 of those. That's the situation. I have 2 of everything. I have 2 of those, only 1 of these, and then have 2 of the other ones. But I think if we mix them within, if we make it, ooh, I just got the idea. 3 separate items. So 1 of that one, 1 of that one, 1 of this one. Oh, but you can't, can we actually use 2 of these? Maybe 1 of these? Does that make sense what I just said? 3 separate items? And we're not finished yet because once, remember this was made on a pine swag, so we gotta hide all that pine. It still has like a little bit too much pine. So once I'm like better with it, meaning feeling good, everything's exactly where it needs to be, then I have to start hiding and cutting and snipping away the pine because you don't want to see it. So if I add this one here, here's the situation. These are like my thinking / teaching moments. If I put this one here, then you have like a direct line to that one. If I put it here, so it's 3 items, but they're the same. You don't want only 2, so your eye goes to the 2. That does make sense, right? So I could add the other one here. The other ones are gone. They were on wreaths and the wreaths are gone. It's not like I could steal one from another wreath. They're gone. They're sold. They decorated someone's home. They're working. Okay, so I cut out that one. I know I got a big space here. I know that. I know that. So I could technically add that one there. But would it look ugly to add these? I feel like I like these more. Because these are definitely beachier. This one over here. Trying to keep the beach feel. Because it could just be a blue farmhouse wreath and we're done. But it's like, no. I want it to be beach. Even though there's red glitter on there, I gotta clean it off. It has a splash of red glitter. I've been working with patriotic, so. Can you see it? Ah. You can't see it. That's one thing I tell everyone. If you're going to use an item, make sure you could see it because then it's a waste of money. Like, what's the point? What's the purpose of using an item in something if you can't see it? So if I add that one there, I could actually balance it by adding the other one down here. Yeah. Oh, I gotta flip it. Decisions as you're working. You know what I'm talking about. You have this vision. I mean, I've had this wreath laid out for a year. I've had the thought of it for over a year. I finally put it together last year. It's been sitting there in a box. In a box, literally, ready to go in a box. So I'm finally here making it, and now it's like, you know, you gotta take that, what's in your head, and try to have it come out. Try to execute your thoughts into reality. But this is where, if you see what I'm doing right now, you don't want all your items to be squished together. That's a definite no-no. So I have these two next to each other. That's too close. See how these are all like, no. Absolutely not. So you gotta go. And I'm using wire. But I guess I'm doing a good job of securing that. This doesn't want to come off. I'm just gonna cut it. I'll come back to it after. That guy I think could go more there. This one could go more down, and then I'll put a ribbon. I gotta step away from it. Or is that too much white? It's too much white. I like the other one better. It's okay. So use that one there. This one is not up. And then here we'll put a bow and another bow down there. You are gonna, there's no point in using this guy. Because it gets lost. Yeah, I make decisions as I'm working, sorry. I always tell people when you watch the lives, like, fast forward. Get to the next part. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward. because I'm figuring things out sometimes. Like most of it is already in my head. I'm just making it happen. But then sometimes it's like, ah. Alright, so the last two things that I'm going to add, and I'm going to add them before I add this item, is going to be, oh, got it. I'll add it here. It's going to go there. And then I'll add the two guys here. There, done. Decision made. Done. Okay. That was easy. Once I finally decided. Okay. Make sense what I did? See? Sorry, I had to see it. Okay. So the last item, we're going to add some more of this ribbon with the white, but I ran out of the beige. So we are going to put a new one. I knew that was going to happen while I was working. I had a feeling. Okay, so the last one's going to be this bit right here. And we could add it right off to the center. Okay, so I'm going to take some wire with the wooden foil pick. I'm going to wrap that around. I'm holding it opposite, that's why I seem to be struggling, but it's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to add this one. I'm just going to wrap the pine around it really quickly because again, remember, I have to come back and commit to these things. So I could have two choices. I could leave it like that, or I could just let it hang. But I like the little loop. No, we're gonna let it hang. And you know me, since I added that, I don't want it to be too much of a distraction, so we could add a few streamers coming off to the side over there as well. Okay? My whole thing, if you're wondering what I'm thinking, my thing right now is that I see a hole in the wreath and it's driving me insane. So what hole are you talking about? I see a hole right in here. So because I haven't committed to these, I could just move this and put it right here. See that? That filled that hole. So now in terms of this, I could just cut the ribbon and make that kind of like fly out of there. Or kind of tuck it underneath. See that? It was a hole there. You don't want, I don't like seeing holes. So we have that straight line there. So because I want to get rid of that straight line, I'm going to keep adding. I'm going to add two more of these. I'm going to add one on each side. I'm going to add one up here and then one down here. That's just to help your eye move along the side or around the wreath. Because if not, then you're looking at one straight line down, which isn't bad. A straight line isn't terrible. But this is why my lives take long, because I'm thinking as I'm going along, and it's okay. are my wooden foil picks? Like, all disappeared. Did I use them all? I guess I used them all. My daughter used most of them. As she was here. Okay, so now I'm using this. Wrapping it around. I'm just placing the items. If you're wondering right now, I have to come back and then I have to add glue. In the beginning of the video, you see me adding glue to the items as I'm working. The base is mostly secured. A lot of the add-on things that I did afterwards, like the baby's breath and the flowers, they're not secure. I have to come back and I have to add glue to them. But I'm not gonna. Chances are I'm not gonna move them around. I'm gonna take a picture of it, look at it, make sure I'm happy with the placement, and then I'm just gonna make sure that everything is secured. This same thing. This is gonna be secured with wire or zip tied to a stem or to a needle point, just to make sure that it stays. So that's that. I'm gonna add one over here. It changes it. Like, it really does change it. I should have made them both, but it's okay. And now one more. And we're going to add that one a little bit lower. And that one's gonna go right around here. Now, you see that I'm adding them, and I still have to cut them at an angle to make them. Okay, this is too close to that. Sorry. I saw it as I did it. I don't want it to be exactly right next to it. That's not cool either. But now I'll get rid of it. If I see that it's too close to each other, if they're too, you want them to be like kind of stair step. And if these guys are too close to each other, then the one's gotta go. And that's okay. If I'm finishing this off and as I'm working on it, I say, hey, this doesn't look right, then we just get rid of it. The point is that the final product has to look pretty. It has to look pretty. If it's pleasing, if it's attention getting, if it's pleasing, then it's okay. But if you feel that something's off and you're not happy with it, then get rid of it. Okay, so that ribbon, that. Now, I have this eucalyptus. This eucalyptus, I'm just going to try, because remember I said that I thought of it, if I wanted to add a little bit more green to it, we could probably add the maybe yes, maybe no. But this eucalyptus was something that I had used from another bush that I had like I said before, repeating what I said earlier, was that these were left over from a wreath that I had made. I had made 25 wreaths for an order. They were all the same, but the eucalyptus little piece that the stem that the bush had just didn't work. So I cut them all off, and I'm like, would these look good? Would they help add a little bit more? Because they don't work with the Christmas wreaths, but would they actually work here to fill up a little? We could. We're trying to fill it up. I don't like seeing, I tend to overfill sometimes, but it never looks bad. The reason I like them is because of the color. It's a little bit dusty, and I feel like it gives it some of that like beachy feel to it still. And I have a lot of them. I have a lot of these, so it's like I have stuff to work with, which is awesome. And they're not, if I could find a different one, I probably would replace it. I have to go through my things. But going through it, looking at it, it actually does, it works. It works, so why not? It's not like people are going to sit here and like touch their wreath, right? I think it needed that. To give it that last little fill that it needed. And of course, we gotta fill up. We gotta fluff. Fluff, fluff, fluff. One more. And one here. If you have the stuff, use it. So I'm not a hoarder. It's just I see possibilities. I know that they were going to be used for something. There was a lot of them, so I felt terrible throwing them all out. I just couldn't throw them all out. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Even if you're watching the replay, let me know. Like, hey, no, take them out. That didn't work. And the quality is not the. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like the bestest because I don't like hearing it. But I feel like it. Like visually, they work. And that's really what it's about in the end. Oh, my HVAC went on. How did that happen? I turned it off. Well, I guess I didn't turn it down enough. Sorry about that. Thought I'd gotten rid of that problem. The HVAC issue is a real issue for me. Some people don't care, but I can't stand it. I don't even hear it. I just noticed it now, like when it turned off. I think that's it. I think it's finished. I'm just moving my ribbon tails around now because I had two of the cream ones on the same side, and I didn't. Not feeling that. I might actually add another streamer. I'm always the opposite. Everybody's working on fall and I'm here working on beach. Love it. Always behind. I don't care. It's just me. It's just me. I'm gonna add one more. I need one more. One more. Last one. I think this is the last one and we're finished. Hi! It works! The uke, it works? Thank you! I'm assuming that's it because I just noticed. Thank you, thank you. It's like there's so many possibilities. And I have too much product, but I'm trying to... It needs one right here. It needs it. And I'll put it behind the eucalyptus. I hate hearing it, I'm not gonna lie. But once it's ready to go, it's not going to move it around. That bush that I used, that it came from, was an excellent, excellent bush. But it had that little accent, and so it didn't work with the Christmas items. It didn't. But for this, like I said, it was red and it had holly and berries, so it didn't work. Like they just placed it there when they made it. And I get it. I get it. I get it. When they're working and creating the product, you gotta fill it up. I get it. I still gotta come back and secure everything. That's why when I'm working with swags, I like to secure them as I'm going, because now I gotta go back and stick everything on. Most of it. The first half of the video, which I'm going to be here, wow, 2 hours. Everything was secured, but then once I started adding the flowers and the fillers, I was like, nope, don't commit to it yet. So if once I move this to show you the final product, some things might start flying off. It is what it is. I know I keep saying that today. That's been my day today. It is what it is. Cause I was supposed to make the bow before I came on, but whatever. All good. It's all good. The point is that I'm here, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Like I know I keep saying that, but I committed. I said it earlier. I'm gonna be back once a week at least. I used to be on twice a week. Once a week. So next week, whether it's Saturday or Friday, I'm gonna be here, okay? If not, message me, go live, go comment and be like, where were you? You didn't come on. If I'm not on by Sunday, tell me like, hello, where were you? What was I putting in the end of the ribbon? I was putting, what did I do with them? Wooden foil picks. So I just take the wooden foil pick and then I scrunch it up like that. So you put it towards the end of the ribbon, and then wrap it around. So it's like you made a pick with it. You made a little pick. So and afterwards, like make sure it's secure. I'm just doing it however, and then put some glue on it, and then actually I would put glue here first, and then also glue on the stick, and then put it in the stem, into the wreath. Yeah, wooden foil picks go far. But yeah, hope that helps. Wooden foil picks. Use them for everything. So, okay. So, here's the final product. Hopefully, it doesn't fall apart as I'm moving it. But this was the wreath that's been here in a box right there for the last year. And I didn't have a chance to make it for you last year. But this was the wreath. There you go. There you go. The swag. A swag. Or wreath swag, some people call them. But it's a swag. You know I love swags. It's been a while. So, there you go. I used 3 ribbons with it. These are Christmas ornaments, beach themed Christmas ornaments, and it only came with 2 of these, and then I added the silver dollar that I have up top, and that's it. Gata, is that you? Come say bye.
Oh, you're saying bye?
Yes, I'm saying bye. My daughter has been here since the beginning today, and then she gets mad if I get off and she doesn't get to say bye, she gets mad. So, looking into the old videos, you see she gets mad. So. Yeah, I am finished, girl. So that's it. So yeah, so quick recap. I use the 3 ribbons. I use the Christmas ornaments.
Oh my god!
And I also said I was going to use this ranunculus. We didn't have to use it in the end because it filled up.
Where's the sign?
We didn't put a sign. We didn't do a sign. That's it.
You didn't put the sign there?
That's a tag. That's not a sign. So that's it. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you're watching, I hope you learned something. I hope I helped in some way. That's why I like to come on. And I like to make as I come on. If not, I'm going to be honest. A lot of times it's hard to make, just to make. So I'm like, let's just come on and make what we're doing. Hopefully it helps someone. So thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. I love being here with you. I appreciate your time. If you're watching the replay, #replay, please. Ask any questions I come on. And thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for watching the replay. And just in case, I always forget to say this. I do have most of the videos. I have tons of videos. If you go to the videos, we have 2 or 3 years worth of videos there. Remember,
we also have Halloween.
Yes, we do have Halloween videos. And on my website as well. So if you go on my website, if you're someone that just wants to see products, you don't want to learn, you just want to buy them, evergreencraftstudio.com is my website. Same thing on Instagram. These are the same videos on Instagram, but you could just catch the videos. They're all on Facebook. They're really all on Facebook because I feel like the quality of my videos are better on Facebook when it comes to the streaming. I gotta admit that. So yeah, so go to the videos tab and you'll see tons of videos. Gata's in a lot of them, right, Gata? Mm-hmm. Little baby Gata, because she's big now.
Yes, and when I was little and I was 3 years old.
Yeah, when she was 3 years old. Yeah. So again, thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because the weekend just started. And I hope to see you next week. No, I will see you next week. If by Monday I didn't come, message me. Tell me, call me out on it. But for that reason, I'll be here. Take care. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye.
Don't forget.